What you'll find is that the compute grade method would actually give the same results if we replace the parameter variables exam score, lab score, homework score by a set of parameters with different names. Here is an example showing that another declaration of compute grade with all occurrences of exam score being replaced by X, lab score by Y, and homework score by Z, the result computing will effectively be the same using this modified method. However, if only the names of the parameters are changed but not the name on the left-hand side of the assignment as illustrated in the method definition, the effect would be very different. Let's take a look to see why. As discussed before, when a method is called, memory allocation will be made for the parameter variables. So here, memory space are being allocated for the parameters with names X, Y, and Z. Since the instant variable exam score, lab score, and homework score were used as arguments, the values will be copied to the corresponding memory cells. When the first statement referred to exam weight, the class variable will be used as before and obtain a value of 7. The variable X will refer to the parameter variable X, but when an assignment to the result is made to exam score, since the definition of exam score cannot be found inside the method compute grade, it has to look outside the method and find the instant variable declaration. So the value of instant variable exam score will be changed to 63 from 90. Similarly, the second statement will change the value of the instant variable lab score to 16, and the instant variable homework score will be changed to 7. Notice that the value of X, Y, Z remain unchanged, which is different from before when the value of the parameters were changed while the instant variables were not. Although the two methods look different, both methods would return the same weighted sum with a value of 86 as the correct result. Let's take a look at one more variation of the definition of compute grade to illustrate the use of the keyword this. The keyword this can be used within a method or a constructor to make reference to the current object, that is the object whose method or constructors is being called. In this method, the keyword this is used on the left-hand side of the assignment statements to make reference to the instance variables instead of the local variables which are specified as parameters. Let's take a look at how this method works. As before, memory allocation and initialization were done for the parameter variables. In this case, with the name exam score, lab score, and homework score being the same as the instant variables as parameters. When the first statement is executed, the same reference to exam weight and exam score were made as before, but when it comes to assigning value to the variable on the left-hand side of the assignment statement, this dot exam score would refer to the exam score for the current object, that is, the instant variable, instead of the parameter variable. Similarly, this dot lab score in the second statement would change the value of the instant variable to 16, and the third statement would change the instant variable homework score to 7. The variables in the return statement also refers to the instance variables, and therefore return the result by adding up 63, 16, and 7, and return a value of 86. However, if the return statement uses the parameter variables instead, that is, without using the this keyword, the computation will give a result of 240, which is totally incorrect.